Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm just clearing out some of the items I got on here, because I'm not completely on top of everything I want to get done, but I've made a big dent in my list of stuff I wanted to do. So I just want to make sure that I keep track of what I want to get recorded. Hopefully, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Hope you're all okay, by the way. Hope you had a great new year. Microphone's a little bit away. There we go. Yeah, hope you had a really happy new year. Start the year as you mean to go on. Gary, thanks for that email, by the way, okay? I haven't had a chance to go through all of them, but I had a quick click, and they look definitely really good. It's almost like, do you know what? When you're trying to keep on top of like web design and new plugins and features and ways of doing things, and then you got Mid-Journey at the back of your mind as well. And then all these prompts and how can we make it more efficient for ourselves? It's like a whole learning curve, isn't it? And it just means that it adds more onto your plate. Like you got clients, obviously you're going to have clients now coming back off Christmas break and eating and all of that. They're going to want changes and this and that. Hey Pavel, yeah, Happy New Year to you too. I hope you've had a great start to the year. Look, everyone talks about New Year resolutions. I like to look at it from a different way. Stop looking at it as a resolution, as something you're going to have a go at, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, forget about it, right? Gary's just sent me more links. Thank you, Gary, for sending more links. Don't worry, I'll keep these all safe in my Mid-Journey or my AI images folder. Rather than think of it as resolutions, think of it as a solution. So what are you going to solve this year? Hey, Mia, how are you? How are you feeling, by the way? Hope you're okay. Hey, Brian, hope you're all right too. Happy New Year to everyone. So rather than setting a New Year resolution where if it works, great. If it doesn't work, who cares? Instead, think of a solution. So get rid of the for resolution and think of a solution. Think of something that you are going to actively do that is going to have a groundbreaking change to your life, your home, or something. It doesn't have to be web related. It could be to do with your home or your family. Think of something that's going to take you forwards, right? Something that's going to make you feel better. Maybe when you're not working and you're sat in your lounge or your bedroom or your garden or wherever. Something where you're just going to sit and go, I feel good. What can you do to do that? And I would say set that as a plan. And even if you don't achieve it until February, April, September, doesn't matter how long it takes to get there, draw out that plan for what you're going to do. Maybe you want to get more clients. Maybe you want to increase your prices. Maybe you want to do a makeover in your lounge. Maybe you want to redo the garden. Maybe you're going to meet someone. Maybe you're going to just do whatever. Set that plan out now and treat it as a solution to something that's been bothering you, not a resolution. Resolutions actually are made to be broken. Hey, I'm going to lose weight. Hey, I'm going to exercise more. Hey, I'm going to eat more healthy and all of this. And then it doesn't happen. And you kind of go, well, who cares? I haven't lost anything. Let's see it. Let's see if I can pick it up next year. No, don't think of that. Think of a solution instead. Hey, D. Great. Yeah, please be careful while driving, D. This is dedicated to D, driving right now. Please stay safe. So think of a solution, right? And you don't have to think of it right now, but think of it as soon as possible and what you're going to do. What is my solution? My solution for this year is going to be, number one, clear the mortgage. Number two, do a lounge makeover. Number three, a garden makeover. So I'm racking them up right now. Number four, organise a holiday with family and son. I say family and son because we've got to make sure he's happy with it. And number five, get bigger and better with Web Squadron. So funnily enough, Web Squadron is number five. That doesn't mean I treat it any less important, but clear that mortgage, big difference financially. Make over the lounge and the garden, because that's been on our minds for ages, but we've just not done it. Holiday, not done it. That will happen after we clear the mortgage, trust me. But also make Web Squadron bigger and better. Hopefully more recognition for what we do and how we do it. But that's what I'm going to do for 2023. I might not achieve some of them until December. Doesn't matter. I'm going to hit it. So, oh, and lose 1 stone. I've put on a stone since, believe it or not, since July 2021. And my weight goes like this a little bit, and I'm determined to lose that 1 stone again because I put it on and I'm determined to lose it. Just read the comments on here. So Gary is working on a remodeling, wow, for the design studio. That's a great plan. And then a guitar room. Ooh. So I'm guessing it's going to be like soundproofing or acoustics panels and stuff like that. So if any of you have thought about your plan, your solution for 2023, put it down in the comments because I would love to read and get to know some of you better, and someone else might share in that one as well. I think Dee's solution is just to get to where she wants to get to while she's driving, I think. Hey, Pete, I replied back to you last night for some strange reason, and it's not something I've come across before, but it's the nav menu. Even if I put in a brand new nav menu, the nav menu is causing that flicker. It is a very strange issue to be occurring, in my opinion, because I've not really come across that, and I have done hero banners with background overlays as well. Is it because the section is overlapped? I don't know. It is strange, and I tell you what, Pete, what I did was I must have done about 12 videos. So basically what I did was I put your URL in, well, the URL in with the templates, looked at a video to see what happens, did it in slow motion, then I did it again, then again, and I came to the conclusion it was the nav menu. I hope you found those 2 videos I sent you interesting. I bet you were like that, like back and forth with the video, basically, yeah. Yeah, so have a think about your solutions, okay? What have we got on for this week? Well, I've done some redesigning of some of our cover art just to make them a little bit clearer, and you might have noticed that in the one that came out today, which was about complex containers and how you don't need as many grandchild as there many I can't get my words out. You don't need as many grandchild containers. So sometimes we do parent container, child container, and then inside of there we might put another container in. You don't need to do that. And by the way, Pete, something else I forgot to mention. You know your hero section, you've got a parent container, then you got 2 child containers, and then you had a container within a container to get your buttons side by side. You can do everything you were doing with just 1 parent container. I just want to let you know, you didn't need the child containers, and you didn't need the grandchild containers either. You could have done everything in 1 parent container. So you might want to explore and have a look at that. Hey, Happy New Year, Emmanuel. Great to have you here. Mia's plan, 5 new clients before March. Oh, Mia, let's push. Let us push for that, right? Let us push for that. And it is doable. And remember, Mia, anyone you did a project for last year, or even coming up this year, if they can refer to you, you will pay them $50 or $100 or 10% of the contract value or 20% or 99%. I wouldn't do that. But, well, maybe it depends on how big it was. But no, I wouldn't do that. But you can do that and reach out to your previous clients, Mia. Reach out to them. Maybe what I should do is create some certificates. Tell me what you think of this idea. What if I create some certificates that say Web Squadron approved, and I just send them out to you all with your names on, and then you can show people, yeah, look, this guy here, he's on YouTube all the time, he does videos, blah, 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 he does judging in the Elemental, blah, 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 crap as well, blah, 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 blah. And look, we've worked with him to be Web Squadron approved. Do you think that's got legs? Of course, you would get them for free. In fact, I will only give them away to the regulars, not to anyone who just pops on right now and goes, hey, hello. You know, do you think that would have any legs to help anyone else out? Maybe some of you just need that little bit of a push, maybe. Because a lot of people, they do a course, they get a certificate at the end of a course, and I'm like, what is that certificate worth? You've done a certificate for, say, web design, but what is that certificate worth? Really? What is it worth? Your client's going to go, well, I don't know who they are. You know, who are they? I like to think, though, I'm a bit more out there on obvious places, social media and YouTube and other things like that. Do you think that's got legs? Or is it just a dead duck stuck up a horse's arse? I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. Let me just make a note of this, but I've got to make a note of a job I need to do. It's called Bricks to Top. I need to do a video on that. I also need to do a video on a portfolio site. I know Emmanuel will like the sound of this. So where I've been doing one pages, I want to do a bit more of a sophisticated portfolio website, but also a little bit different, but at the same time adhering to what I call the rules of web design with how things should look and stuff like that. Hey, you're right, Brian. You are Web Squadron approved when you've gone deep in and back out of Uranus. Anyone up for a supportive and accountability group to get things done? Well, you know what, Mia? You can use the Web Squadron group, Mia. You do know that you can use the Web Squadron group. If you want a push, you want comments, you want feedback, you want to say, here's my list. So like I put down my 7 days. I put down my 7 days, what I'm going to do. And I'm on target. You put down your 7 days, Mia. I saw that. Are you on target? Hey, George, go on, all of you, in the Web Squadron Facebook group, start putting in your 7-day target. What are you going to do for the next 7 days? Starting today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What are you going to do for those 7 days? What are you going to do? And stick to it. Go for it. Full site backgrounds. Well, Gary, okay. I have not done... I knew you'd like that, Emmanuel. I knew you'd like that portfolio site. I don't think, Emmanuel. By the way, don't forget to hit like. Great. Don't forget to hit like. I have not tested out the page speed of what would happen if you had an image and that image was forever there as the background. I've never tested that out. I've never tested it out. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think that you just got to make sure it works well with the content. Okay, so D is saying maybe a stamp to put. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Who here would be up for that? Who here would be up for a Web Squadron approved? Web Squadron approved developer. I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Am I going to be opening the floodgates? Yeah, I tell you what, Pete. You make a really good point there. So I haven't done a full website tutorial in quite a while, which is a landing page, services, and all of that. I am going to write down right now over here, Pete, because you asked so kindly, a full website. You know, the header, the footer, and I would even go as far as, you know, page speed, maybe even SEO as well. What do you think? It could end up being a pretty long video. But I think we should go for it, right? George, you're more than approved. You're like a Web Squadron expert, right? You're more than approved. But yeah, Pete, I'll take it on board, and I think we can definitely explore that. I think Brian makes a good point as well, because technically, if you put the image as a section and you have it as a fixed, and then you do another section with the same image fixed, that image will always be on the website. So I'm going to put a fixed image sections. I might have to do a video on that as well, just to clarify what I'm talking about. Mia is on top of her plan. That's what we like to hear. Monday, Thursday, Pete is going to work on his own website, sales funnels and MailerLite, freebie offers. Go for it. I like the sound of that. Friday, start work with a new client. Hey, Pete is rolling in now. On Friday, he has got a new client. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do something. Let me create something then. Right? Let me create something. Yeah. I think we should, shouldn't we? I think we should do something. And I'll have to what I'll do is I'll do it and I'll put a URL in here and you guys can just go in and right click and download the image. Right? And then stick it where you want to stick it, all right? Don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like. We've only got 4 likes. I know there's more of you here. We've only got 4 likes so far. Hit the like button. Hits the like. Gary, on my home style page, I had a full page background, so it was all uniform. Yeah, I mean, look, that's a really good point, Gary. That's a really good point, you know. Gary, can you email me which page it is? I'm not going to share it here. Just so I can get a visualization of what you had done, because I'm going to do a tutorial video on it. But if I get a visualization of what did you do, that obviously got great feedback, just to see does it differ from what I would have done or not. If you're okay with that, Gary, and I won't be sharing it here. It's just for me to see what you got. I don't know. Is it the URL in your signature? I think it is, isn't it? Is it the URL in your signature? I'm not sure. No, I don't think it's that one, but you might just want to share it with me. Because that'd be pretty good. Well, Pete, we have got a... you do know, Pete, that we have got this. Let me just show you, Pete. I think that's my son I can hear outside. But let me just show you, Pete. We have got this. Let me just find it for you. Here we go. We have got this, Pete. Yeah, you can send a screenshot, Gary. That would be good. Just so I get an idea. Yeah. You know, but I won't be sharing it. We have got this, Pete, that we did do, and this did cover off. Oh no, hold on. I think that was a 1-page link. Sorry, I think that's a 1-page link. Probably not what you need to do. In fact, nah, that's a 1-pager. Sorry. Ignore that link I just sent, Pete. That's the wrong one, okay? But I will do something a bit deeper and bigger. Yeah. Absolutely, Brian. Yeah, I mean, by the way, Brian makes a good point. I won't just be dishing them out. I'd have to see what your style is. You know, I might say, look, showcase... show me one website you've built for a client, maybe, and your personal portfolio website. Or maybe I might say, just show me your portfolio website. What have you done for yourself? Well, here's the interesting thing, Pavel. You know, there's a reason why I'm saying a repeat image could be quite good, because it might be that you... I don't know, it might be that you just kind of do stuff a little bit, you do stuff a little bit different, but I've got to play around with it. No, you are right, Brian. You are right. You are right. I mean, I would have to just see what you've got, what you've done. And it's something that I might put out there. Okay, I'm just going to go and have I'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes break, okay? I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, just give me an issue. I've just got to talk to my son about something, and I'm just going to go talk to my son, toilet break, check he's eating as well. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Back in 5 minutes. Hey, I'm back. Well, number one, my son has not turned off the Xbox and is not eating his lunch, so I've just had to have a little bit of a word with him as well. He has scheduled times when he's allowed to be on his Xbox, so I've told him, nope, you've got to get off that now. It's time to eat your lunch and no more Xbox for the rest of today because he's had his time. Don't forget to hit like, and I'm pretty sure I've lost loads of people now. But anyway, look, if you are watching, please hit like. So I'm going to think about, probably like some sort of approval, kind of like approved scheme or something, which, I don't know, something. I'll have a think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 video ideas scratched down there. Because what I say to my son now is that he's allowed, when it's a day off from school, he's allowed 3 hours digital time. And he's got to decide on how is he going to split that up between Xbox and iPad. So is it 3 hours? Is it 3 hours and 0? Is it 0 on the Xbox and 3 hours on the iPad? I did that wrong. Or is it 2 hours on the Xbox and 1 hour on the iPad, or the other way around? And I get him to make that decision. And he is now coming up close. Well, his 2 hours are up. So he needs to kind of turn it off and eat his lunch. So I will be nipping out in about 5 minutes' time, just for 30 seconds to make sure he has turned it off. If he doesn't turn it off, it means that he does not get it at all tomorrow. So there's like, the punishment is either you follow the rules or you don't get it at all, and then you can't whinge or complain. Has anyone over the Christmas holidays decided that they are going to completely change how they approach things? Hey, Bomana, how are you? Not seen you for a while. So is anyone going to completely change how they approach their social media marketing or their web design or anything like that? Has anyone changed the way they're... Cheers, Gary. I'll have a quick check of that in a moment when it arrives. Has anyone changed their approach? Hey, Tarakangas. Maybe you've decided to ditch some clients, or you're not going to take on certain clients. Hey, Dave. Maybe you're going to... Don't forget to hit like. If you're not hitting like, you've got to hit like. Smash it down. Like being married, yeah. Rebuild my own site with containers. Ah, nice one, John. Take your time, okay? If you can do it on a staging site, even better, but take your time. All right, take your time. Just going to look at that image that Gary has sent me when it loads up. Yeah, so maybe the way you were approaching, what you call it, social media marketing. Maybe it was the posts you were putting out or the style of posts. Were you just rushing stuff out because you wanted to get something done? Because when you rush stuff out, you can tell there's no love. Yeah, Gary, I see what you've done there. Yeah. I'm going to approach it a little bit differently, but I can, talk more about that as I do it. Because I have seen some social media posts going out where people are advertising their services, but the trouble is, though, you're not actually advertising anything. What they say is, here's how you do X, but they don't actually kind of promote themselves to say, why should you do it? So if you're trying to get anyone to use your services, don't just say, use me because I'm a web designer. Start thinking about what are the benefits you're going to bring to them. And I definitely think... By the way, I need to make a note of what I said to Pete. Full website, SEO, PSI, that'll be interesting. That's going to be an interesting tutorial I'm going to create. I think I could easily lose... Whoa, what's that, my phone? I think I could easily lose a day, probably, a whole day recording that. And if I'm really honest, I probably would release it as one big, mega, kick-ass, killer video. But then I would also maybe chunk it off into smaller chunks as well. So you can either watch the smaller chunks or you can watch the big bad thing. But then people get annoyed with me. They say, oh, you're releasing too many videos. So I'll have to think about how I'm going to strategize that. Yep, social. Hey, Arthit, sorry. Happy New Year to you too. Pete's been lazy with social media. It's huge focus for the new year. Yeah, okay. So Pavel is going to now say the basic care plan must be a mandatory. What I'm going to say is, you got to push for it, but you can't say to a client, you got to do it. If you don't do it, I'm not going to work with you, because you could lose business as well, right? Because the mandatory basic care plan is recurring income. So you got the one-off payment for the website, and then you got the recurring income. What I say to clients is I strongly advise you go for the basic care plan, right? If they don't go for it, that's when I then say, look, if you don't go for it, I'm still here. You can still get in touch, but the price of me fixing anything will be based on what are my prices at that point in time and how long I'm okay off it and how long the work takes. Whereas if you go for a basic care plan, I'm there to do your make sure your plugins and everything are okay. But then you have an extra cost for revisions. So what you've got to make clear though, is what do you offer? So can we just talk about care plans? Because I've noticed Pete's mentioned it as well, and others have as well. So let's just talk about this, okay? Let me get rid of the click like. Please do click like if you're not hit like already. Your basic care plan should be making sure backups are happening, right? WordPress updates and plugin updates. That is it. Okay? You're not there to control the server. Is the website up or whatever? Unless it is SSL related, or, that might be host as well. Or a plugin related issue, like something's conflicted and the website's gone down. Right? Your basic care plan is just the updates. Right? Not hosting. I'm not talking about hosting. Hosting is another beast. I don't like to get into hosting because then there's loads of issues and stuff. Basic care plan. So your basic care plan, let's pretend, is $50 per month. Let's pretend it's $50 per month. Whether you do an update or not is irrelevant. It's a retainer fee, $50 per month. Doesn't carry over. There is no discount. There is no, oh, well, you didn't do an update last month. Can I have money back? No, it doesn't work like that. It's a retainer fee, $50. If the client also wants basic revisions, now make clear, what is a basic minor revision? Update an image, update some text, right? That's a basic revision, right? Now we're going to go from $50 per month to $100. And you are only allowed 3 minor revisions. 3 minor revisions. Could be text, it could be an image. 3. That's it. Anything more, there's an extra cost. Again, the same principle applies. Hey, Maddie, I just got your email. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Hope you're okay. Right? Those 3 minor revisions, again, do not roll over. You can't say, well, now I didn't do any last month or the month before. Now I want to do 9 in one go. Doesn't really work like that, okay? It's a retainer. If you don't use it, you lose it, okay? That's the way retainers work. You can't now say, well, now I want more and more and more. It doesn't work like that. Basic care plan is just your plugins, your WordPress. The minor revision, 3 of them, is an add-on. Then you explain to the client, if you want anything beyond that, now you want me to change the layout, now you want to add on another page, now you want me to rejig the shop or whatever, that is a separate payment. So you might be paying $100 per month for a basic care plan plus the minor revision. On top of that, they want you to now redesign a services page. And you're like, oh, that's going to take 3 hours. Oh, I don't know, $400. They have to pay the $400 on top of the $100. Do you understand? That's what you got to do. You got to draw the line. What you don't say is, hey, here's a care plan and we'll do everything you want. Because you might be only getting $50 or $70. You might get $1,000. There are people out there getting big bucks. But what if you're not? What if you're only getting $40 per month? What is that for your time? What does that mean for your time? Because let's say I'm a client and I'm paying you $40 per month, and you said, yeah, we'll look after your website and all of your revisions, and I then come to you and I give you a load of work that's going to take you 2 days. Your time for 2 days is worth $40. That's why you got to be really clear on what you do. Right, let me just check the comments because quite a few came in here. By the way, Gary, don't worry about your page. I looked at it and I totally get it is. Don't worry about when it was done or anything like that because I'm not sharing it anyway, so don't worry about that. What tools does everyone use for proposals and contracts? I have a Word document and I manually do it, Pete. And this is where, Pete, you might want to take some interest in this. This is where, Pete, you might want to take some interest in this. Okay, let me just show you what I'm talking about, Pete. You might want to have a look at this. If you want to think about your contracts, your proposals, your care plan agreements, your terms and conditions, your questionnaires, all of that, right? You want to look at this, right? Might feel like I'm just promoting a product there, but I'm not. It's because people have used that and they've come back with just how useful it is. Hey, Rajat, how are you? Bomana, just out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on AI? I think AI is great. I think AI is great for content writing, for taking words you have and making it richer. But you can't just use what AI gives you. You got to refine it. You got to modify it. Please don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. Anything ChatGPT gives you is a starter. So what you need to do is you need to work on it and refine the words. I'm not really using ChatGPT that much. I am using Midjourney AI a lot. Like I've used up my monthly quota already. Mainly because of all the tutorials I've done. So I'm looking forward to January when I can start to use it a bit properly because I'm going to try and create some comic characters because for the planned Planet Uranus video, I don't even know how I'm going to do it yet. But Rajat, but Rajat, what you got to think about, okay, Rajat, let me spin it around for you, okay? Let me spin it around, right? If you now went in, if you bought a car, right? If you bought a car or any other product and the car dealer says, we have a services plan, what are they going to do for you in that services plan? How many of you have bought a car and they go, hey, here's a services plan and you can pay for it monthly or all up front? You're paying monthly, but you're only allowed one service per year for the next 3 years. So you're going to pay them a bulk of money per month that you might not even keep the car. You might not even have the car in 11 months' time, but you're paying monthly for a service that you might not even have, but you're paying for it. And the same applies here. If you go into your car dealer and you now, there's a problem, and it's not part of any warranty or whatever, and now you want to like, when I'm driving, there's like a click noise. Click, 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 click. Yeah, you get it, Rajat. And you go to the garage and you're paying them monthly and they're going to service your car next year and you've got a click noise. They'll be like, yeah, cool, we'll do that. That'll be $300. And you'll pay it. The fact that you're paying them a monthly fee for a service goes out the window because this has nothing to do with the service. And that's how you got to think about it. That is how you got to think about it. Whenever clients always have a problem with when we say monthly fee or what you do get or what you don't get, they always like to argue it. be ready to spin it around and go, right, but if you were in this situation, why is it different? Why should we do more than what we've outlined? And if you make clear what you're doing, you know what you're doing. Nice one, John. I agree with you. Brian, my original contract. Yep. Exactly. AI for content writing. AI for content writing is like a website template. But what you got to do then is basically refine what they give you to make it work for you and your client. And that's why, like Pete says, if you want to be careful of plagiarism, you don't just take the words it gives you. What you got to do is modify them. So it doesn't just sound like it's come out of a machine or whatever, and then you'll get it, and then you'll get that done. Yeah, but Rajat, you make a very good point here, okay? But that leads to a bad review, right? Right, let me now challenge you on that. It will only lead to a bad review if you didn't make this clear at the start. So right at the start, before my client has paid a deposit, before my client is engaged into providing resources for us to build their website, we have made it really, really clear that this is what you're getting. Here's the essential. Go and look at our Saving Our Stash thing, Rajat. Look, I've just pasted a link for it there. Go look at our stash for proposals and contracts. We've made clear this is what you get. Here's the desirable. The desirable is the SEO. The desirable is some further page speed performance. The desirable is the basic care plan. The desirable is what do you pay for anything beyond that? What do you get in the care plan? Now, if you're working on the Fiverr model, if you're working on the Fiverr, the Upwork, the one, yeah, we'll work for you. We'll do everything you want. Hey, Jason. Hey, how are you? Happy New Year. If you work on the model where you rush in to do the work, and then the client is now calling the shots. The client is in control. Client said, I want a website. You jumped in. Yeah, we'll do it. Don't worry. We'll handle everything. We'll do it all. Don't you worry. You said you'll do it all. Now you better do it all. So no client can give you a bad review if you make it clear. And if right at the start, like, look where my finger is. Boop, right at the start, don't forget to hit like. You say to your client, this is what we're going to do. This is what happens afterwards as part of maintenance. Take it or leave it. If you take it, this is what you get. If you leave it, this is what you pay. And they don't like it, and you don't like it, sorry, they don't like it, they're not going to work with you. So there is no bad review, right? But that's why, Rajat, you're on the Fiverr model. The Fiverr model is one of the worst models. It's great for starting off. Hey, Stuart, how are you? Happy New Year. The Fiverr model is a good place to start off, but it's also what I call the low income and the stress model, because you're just going to agree to everything they want. Right, Pete, for the 920 website, that's a one-page website. One-page website, no SEO, basic page speed performance, one-page website, and the one-page website shouldn't be more than maximum of 6 or 7 sections. Okay, I draw a line over how detailed and complicated it is. That's one day's work, Pete. £920 is one day's work for me. Okay, I'm not gonna. It might drift on more than one day. You know, that does happen. And then if it's a good client and you're working well with them, I don't mind if it goes on nearly onto 2 days. I'll let it go. But 920 is a basic one-page website. You draw the line, and I've made clear we start at 920. That's where we start. You're not getting it less. Don't ask me to build you a website for less than that. It ain't happening. And if the more we have to do for your website, the higher we go. It then starts at 920 and it goes up. I've made clear my start point. We are not doing a $50 website. We are not doing a $200 WooCommerce website. Forget it. Forget it. And do you know why? Let me tell you why. A KFC bucket with 10 hot wings. I made another bucket with some of those mini fillets and chips and whatever and popcorn chicken so that we can share as a family. You know, okay, it's going to come to just under £30. What's that in pounds? What's that in dollars? I don't know, $40, say $40, roughly. If you want me to build a website for you for $200, a WooCommerce website for $200, you're basically saying all of that in comparison to $40 that I pay for a KFC bucket, right? What is the value of what am I producing for you? Right, that's what you got to do. Just checking, making sure your scope of work is clearly shown. Don't work without. Yeah, absolutely, Pete. Yeah, or you make it clear in the communication when you have a video call or an email exchange. You just make it clear. John, we have done some videos. I'm trying to think of the last one we did. What did I use? I think it's colorpalette.net. Hold on. Here's a good one for you, John. Hold on, I think it's this one. Is it colorpalette.net? I always forget. I've got it as a link saved somewhere, but let me just... I think it's... No, it's Color Palettes. Colorpalettes.net. Use this, right? Here you go, John. Right, use this. Pick some colours. And what's really good about this website... Okay, what's really good about this is it gives you images, right? This gives you images. In fact, should we do it on here? It's easier if I show it to you on here, right? Look, let me just share my screen. Boom, boom. Right. Okay, so here we have colorpalettes.net, right? Look at this, colorpalettes.net. It's over here, by the way. I'm going to go and pick the... oh, no, what have I done? Why's my mouse spinning? Sorry. I'm going to pick this blue colour here, right? This blue colour. And now I'm going to... Sorry, did it even work? Let me just refresh the page. There we go. Right, let me just pick... Did that work? Yeah, it did. There we go. I'm going to pick that blue colour. And what will happen is I'm going to start to get images with blue in. But here's the really clever bit. This has got blue in. Look at this, right? Can you see here, this colour here? It's only roughly there. So this is telling me I could use that colour but save it for about 10% of the layout. Most of your background will be that colour. You know, blends of these colours here. Or maybe I go and pick two colours and I'm going to go for... I'm going to go with orange and that pink. Pick it up. Ignore that appreciation thing. That's from Colour Palette. But look, you start to get a range of images using some of those colours. But John, if you want to pick up the colours from your image, what you want to do is go to canva.com. Right, so this is what you need to do, John, okay? Let me just log in with my Facebook. Come on, log in. Right, so you know, what you want to do is go in. Hey, Raheem. Raheem's sneaking in. Raheem, have you eaten? Have you turned off your Xbox?
Yes.
You are allowed to talk.
So, do you know where the tape measure is? Because we're doing the bedroom makeover.
Your mum put it somewhere. Is it on the shelf? Is it on the shelf, the measuring tape?
Yeah, we're just to let you know, we're going to be upstairs until 8 o'clock.
Yeah, good for you, good for you. Right, okay, yeah, bye. So, yeah, okay, bye. So anyway, look, we're in Canva, and I'm going to go and pick up this picture here of... not that one. Let's go with this picture here of Yoda, okay? Let's go with this. I'm just going to drop the image into Canva. Let's just wait for about 5 seconds. Then I click over here on outside the image. I click on the colour over here. And look at the colours it's given me. Look at that. 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 It's giving me colours from the image. Right? It's giving me colours off from the image. So that is my little tip if you need to either generate a colour palette from scratch or you've already got an image and you now want to expand on that. Oh, sorry, Stuart. Do you know what? I didn't reply to you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you keep reminding them sometimes until you get that deposit about what do they get and what don't they get. Because clients always like to spin it a bit. Oh, but I thought I'd get all of this as well. Like, what made you think you were getting all of that? Oh, wow, Stuart, that's a bit of a question, that is. So, you want to allow a video to play custom PHP post file, but I want to use Elementor ACF, but does anyone... okay, Can I ask? Can I advise you to do something, Stuart? Can I advise you to do something? Please don't take this the wrong way, and I'm not fobbing you off, okay? But can you please go over to Facebook and go over to the can you type in? Go to Facebook, okay? Go to the Web Squadron. You can see the address there. Just type, just type in Web Squadron. Go to the Web Squadron group, okay. In fact, someone wants to be approved. Let's just approve them. Boink. Go to the Web Squadron Facebook group, and can you just post it here? I'm sure someone hopefully can help you out a little bit on there. Yay. Thank you. Hey, Mia, I just spotted that. Thank you very much for doing that. Can you go over to the Web Squadron Facebook group and post it there? I think someone might have a better answer, and we have lots of experts in that group, okay? And I'm not just saying experts, we've got big ass experts in that group, okay, who might be able to help you out a little bit on that. It's my dad's birthday today, so I've got to go to my mum and dad's house tonight. I'm trying to make it sound like a good thing, but it means that it eats into my time. So I'll be heading over to my parents' house in about 3.5 hours time. After this live chat, I just need to have a bit of a plan over what I'm going. I've already got a 7-day plan, and I'm ahead of that, but I'm just going to have a think about something I might want to jig on our Web Squadron website with our sales page. I want to try something else out. At the moment, with the Mastery module, you click it to see the single product details, and then you click add. I might change it so you just have an add to cart button straight away, mainly because I think that might work a little bit better, if I'm honest, with what we're trying to do with conversion and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I mean, my dad's gonna. How old is my dad? Hold on, I'm gonna get this wrong now. He is 67. He's 67 today. No, he's not 67. He's 68. He is 68 this year now. He's only 23 years older than me, but he's 68. But yeah, that should be fun, I suppose. One thing, I'll tell you why I'm not looking forward to it, okay? It was my brother's birthday, my youngest brother's birthday, on December the 23rd. So we went over and we ate. Then you have Christmas Day where you eat. Then Boxing Day, well, you're kind of eating leftovers, but you're still eating. And then the day after Boxing Day, well, there's still bits and pieces to eat, isn't there? And then obviously yesterday, New Year's Day, we had a bit of a takeaway. And now I wish we hadn't done that. I really wish we hadn't done that. And now I've got my dad's birthday today. It's a little bit of what I call overeating. It's overeating, all right? And then you try and spend the next 7 days of your life running on the spot, making your coccyx bounce everywhere because you want to just burn off everything you've eaten. So Christmas week, a bit before that and a bit after, I always hate, because I feel like all of your exercise plans go out the window, all of your eating habits go out the window, carbohydrate overload happens, doesn't it? Never, Brian. I would lose all the time. A couple of hits to the head and boom, I'd be out of action pretty simple and easily. We've had quite a few people in the last 2 days contact us, plugin companies or template companies, and what they've said is, we're building templates for Elementor or we're building templates for Bricks. Would you be willing to do a YouTube video where you evaluate our new product? And I've gone back to nearly all of them and said, I won't be doing it until you offer a free solution. So what you're doing is you're advertising loads of templates, you're advertising themes for Elemental and Bricks. These are different companies, by the way. But you're straight away saying to everyone, you got to pay to have anything. You haven't got no freebies. You got no freebie widgets. You got no freebie themes. You got nothing. You got nothing that allows anyone to download and assess, well, how good is this template? Is it really good? Is it mobile responsive? What's the page speed score on that? Has it been built with love? Or has it just been built with whatever? In fact, how do we not know that you've just used like the Bricks standard templates, jigged around a few things, and now you're marketing it as, oh, we're selling you some super templates? Because some of the images for their themes I look at and go, well, it's not that groundbreaking. It's not that exciting. It's not that different from what I couldn't do myself with a standard Elemental template. You know, like the call to action and the services. And the same with Bricks as well. What is so different? What is so brilliant about what you've got here? But more so, I'm not going to advertise you. I'm really sorry. You haven't got a free offering. It's same with plugins. They come to me and they've got like a paywall. And I'm like, you haven't even got a free version. So, and they go, yeah, don't worry. We'll give you the paid option. You get the plugin for free and access to our templates and themes for free. All of this for free so you can test it. But I'm like, I don't like that. I don't want to be telling people, hey, here's an amazing product. You got to buy it. You got to buy it when I got it for free. No, put a free version out there and I will test the free version. If the free version gets my thumbs up, then I can say to people, hey, you want a bit more? There's a paid option. Don't make me just jump into the paid one and say, hey, you got to use it. Because the only reason I used it was because you gave me the paid one for free. Does that make sense? It's not. I don't like that approach. I don't like that. I like to be honest. Integrity is important for me. Absolutely, John. And that's what you want to be doing. That's what you want to be doing. Canva's color palette generator. I mean, you can use that as well. Bricks doesn't have a free plugin. Emmanuel, Bricks does. Bricks has the playground. Did you not know that Bricks has the playground? Let me get the link. I can't remember the link for it. What was it? Bricks Builder Playground. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I keep forgetting where it is. Bricks. Let me get you the playground. Okay, it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I keep forgetting where it is. Where's the playground? Where's the playground? Oh, do you know what? Let me just give you a video for it. Let me just give you a video for it. Let me just go Web Squadron Bricks 101 Playground. There is a video for this already. What's up, Raheem?
Is there a screwdriver anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Careful, all right? Careful. He's going to trip up one day, right? Even though he doesn't listen to me. I've got to get you the address. Emmanuel, I'll have to get you the address, okay? But if you go to our... yes. Well, not for a live site. You can't use it for a live site, but you can play around with it. If you go back to our YouTube channel, go to the Bricks playlist. The very first Bricks playlist video. You know that Bricks playlist I've got? The very first video is the playground. It's got the URL. Do you know what, Brian? I completely agree with you as well. I mean, it's a little bit strange for me to promote, hey, use this website for themes when I'm like, hello is all you need. DJ Moreza, is there a way to do link building without contact? Not really. Not really. You got to do it manually, DJ Moreza. You're going to have to contact them. I mean, if it was automated, we'd all be doing it. But I would say you manually got to do it. Right? You manually got to do it. Yeah, do you know what, Gary? He is a bit of a hack. He does love hacking. I mean, he did something on Minecraft where he's able to generate like 30,000 TNT blocks like that. And he also worked out, and I said, how did you learn that? And he said he did a bit of thinking. He's now done something where Ender Dragons in Minecraft, the big boss, the Ender Dragon, he's basically created a box that continuously streams dragons, continuously infinite dragons, and the dragons start destroying the entire world like that. And I was like, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Yeah, and what Brian says is absolutely right, DJ Moreza. You know, unless you're all part of a network, you're going to have to manually go forwards and contact them. That is what you've got to do. But back to Emmanuel, the playground can't be used for a live site, but you can go in and you can install other plugins. You can build headers and footers. You can play around with pages. There's loads of stuff you can do for free on there. Now, of course, though, I would never, ever recommend to a client, go and build your website in Elementor free. I would never do that. You want to use Elementor, you need to pay for Elementor Pro. And if the client says, I don't want to pay for Elementor Pro, I don't want to pay $59 a year. Okay, fine. You know, can't work with you. Can't work with you. Because I bet that client has an issue with paying for their domain every year. I bet they have an issue with paying for their hosting every year as well, or monthly. They're going to have an issue with everything, right? I bet they're the sort of person who have an issue with paying for Netflix or Disney Plus or anything. They want it all for free. So I would just say, look, you want an Elementor website, Elementor Pro, you got to pay a monthly license fee. You want the best, you got to pay for it. You want a Bricks Builder website, you got to pay for it. And if they don't like it, you then have to make that decision. Am I going to use Elementor free and loads of add-ons, and then the website breaks, and then I deal with a very unhappy client, then that affects my reputation and my reviews? Or are you going to advise them from the start and go, look, you want it done right, let's do it right, but there's a cost. I make no profit off that cost. Unless you use my Elementor affiliate link. You know, and that's what I would probably give them, the Elementor affiliate link. But I don't make tons and tons of profit off it. So you got to go for it. Yeah, I mean, Brian gives some good advice on there. You know, you just got to kind of reach out. You got to reach out. Guest posts. Contact other businesses. You do a guest post, they do a guest post, blogging, stuff like that. Hey, Pixar, Happy New Year to you. How are you? How are you doing? Don't forget to hit like if you've not hit like already. Hey, we're starting the year off in a good way, aren't we? I mean, I've got a great roadmap for stuff I want to do. What I'm a little bit worried about is Raheem's just come in and kind of dropped the hint that him and my wife are doing stuff in his bedroom. And I'm right now worried about what the are they doing. As long as they do not ruin the bedroom, I'll let them go with it. Yeah, and like Brian says, DJ Moreza, this is what you've got to do. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Pickstar. I feel like I've got to do a load of exercise, though. You know, when you overeat, you know, you start to feel it. So what you got to do, DJ Moreza, is look at the other businesses that share that business or your client's business. How can you promote each other? But at the same time, I would not rely on just backlinks. Backlinks are only going to get you so far. What you've really got to think about is, what are you doing for your social media? Are you on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook? What are you doing? Are you networking with other groups? Are you conversing and building up virtual relationships? And then you drop in every now and again, hey, yeah, I do a website. Hey, you need help? Hey, I could help you out. Hey, I could do a special offer for you. Pickleball. What is pickleball, Mel? What's pickleball? Is that like pickled onion? What is pickleball, Mel? Because it sounds really bad. It sounds like you're going to stick your balls in pickle. Won't that hurt? What's pickleball? What is that? Oh, Gary, I'm really worried. I mean, yeah, even Jason's wondering, what is pickleball? After this chat, I'm going to have to run upstairs, burn some calories as I'm running, and find out what the heck are they doing upstairs. Or I could just go, right, do what you want. I'm just going to jump on the bike and do some work while riding the bike. Okay. It's quite a lot of fun, you know. It's quite earlier version of tennis. Oh, right. Tennis. Right. Right. It does sound dodgy, doesn't it, Pete? Yeah. I can't do tennis to save my life. If someone said to me right now, you've got to play tennis like Squid Games or you die, I'd be like, just do it. Just do it. I'd stand and go, just do it. Just take me off now. Right. I'll whack the ball and it will probably hit someone in the head. So what Brian is saying is kind of reiterating what I feel is that backlinks are a lot of time, and the rewards I think are questionable. I think there is some reward, but I am a little bit like, you're better off with social media marketing. You're better off with right. John has hit the nail on the head. Thank you, John. You're getting to where I was getting to. You've gone and said it. Make sure you get your link on the bottom of the client's website. So hopefully if they get traction, you're there. But backlinks, I mean, what? You're going to send out 50 emails a day. Oh, yeah, we love to do this, blah, 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 blah. And you get zero reply. Social media, you might build relationships. You might get future clients, referrals. That is so much more powerful than sticking your backlink on Pornhub.com or wherever you're going to put it, okay? So you got to look at what is the net gain and the time invested. Hey, Jaywalk, not seen you for a while. So you're building a website in bricks. I can't rely on my favorite. But Jaywalk, we have done bricks videos. But Jaywalk, I am using classes, and I have used it in. I have used it. Yeah, but Jaywalk, did you see my video? But Jaywalk, that's. I mean, what more would you like me to do though for classes? Because I think I've used them in the way that they should be used. I'm using them. I'm using them from different styling. You know, and often. What you got to think about, though, is you only need to use it to do the job that needs to be done. And in the fantasy website video I did about a week and a half ago, was it a week and a half ago? I think it was a week and a half ago. I was using the class system quite a bit there as well. So, what more would you want to see done, though, Jaywalk, with the class system? Because I think I'm using it, quite enough to do what needs to be done. And if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Yeah, D, she loves the ones who email you our skin to share, and when you ask them to... yeah, D, yeah, that is why there's a lot of dodgy people out there with backlinks, and they just want to get their link on there, and then... Because... Well, here's the thing, right? They want you to put their link on your website because you've got a higher domain authority, but their website is like a domain authority of 1. So you kind of think, well, what's the point of putting it on yours? Look, DJ Morezza, you need to work on your social media now. If you're trying to promote your services, you need to do it now. Build up the hype. Build up your mailing list. Get the subscriptions. Start doing newsletters. You need to do it now. Don't wait to do it when you're ready. Build it up now. Sorry to hear that, Jaywalk. It seems like you're not happy with what I'm doing. It sounds like, you use the word painful. Does that mean you don't like what I'm doing? You say element level. That sounds a bit disrespectful. I love challenging, you got to understand, if you start challenging me, I challenge back. But I would say, why are you still watching if it's painful? Here's me throwing it back at you now. If it's too painful to watch, why are you here watching? I don't, unsubscribe, leave, go elsewhere, find someone else. That's the way I roll, okay? I stand by what I do. And if you think the way I built the bricks videos or whatever was too painful for you, why are you here? You don't need to be here. Mel is absolutely right. LinkedIn and Twitter. Twitter is great for building up a network, and you're always going to connect with people. LinkedIn is great. Watch out though for dodgy people. Every day, I kid you not, every day I get a connection from someone who works on Fiverr. Hey, do you want us to increase your YouTube subscriptions and your YouTube views and this and that and blah de blah de blah. And when I challenge them, they get very defensive. Yeah, but you're not getting many views. All of your subscribers are fake. All of your views are fake. None of them are real comments. And I'm like, where's your evidence for this? Where is your evidence that any of my subscribes or views or comments are fake? Where are you getting that from? You know? And I get a bit annoyed by that. And I challenge them, but there's lots of fake people out there on LinkedIn. SEO, YouTube promotion, organic promotion, page speed performance, and half of them are just using Nitro Pack with the ludicrous mode, so they're not even doing anything on your website. So yeah, they get on my nerves. Pavel, do you get profit from the lifetime? No, there's no affiliate scheme, Pavel, with Bricks. There is no affiliate scheme and this is what you have to take on board. Paul promotes it, I promote it, Dave Foy promotes it, loads of people promote it. We have never been asked to promote it. We have never been asked to create a video. Never, ever. We have received no income from Bricks or anyone related to Bricks for those videos. Okay? Right? So that says a lot. And there's no affiliate commission at all. At all. Well, Thomas did talk about it, but it's never happened yet. So it might happen in the future. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Just reading the comments coming. Yeah, it's quite funny, isn't it, Gary? It is quite funny. So these people, they contact me on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm a YouTube expert. I can help you get more subscribers and views and comments. And I say to them, how? How are you going to do that? You can't make people subscribe. You can't make people comment. Oh, we do it all organically. It takes time. How? How are you going to make someone subscribe and comment on my video? How are you going to do that? Oh, but we can help you. Have you even looked at my channel? And then they're like, can you share the URL? And I'm like, right, so you're telling me you can help me. You've connected with me and you don't even know the URL for my YouTube channel. Well, here you go. Here's the YouTube channel. Then they come back. We can clearly see that these are all fake. These are all fake. They literally yesterday, one of them, right? Yesterday, one of them. Do you know what? Shall I share it with you? Who wants to see the conversation I had yesterday? No, I'm not going to. Actually, I shouldn't share it. I shouldn't share it because no, I'm going into funny territory now. I won't share it. Basically, what they said was every single one of your subscribers are fake bots. And I was laughing. I was like, show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. And they couldn't. And I thought, get lost, all right. EPHS. Curious to know if you have found building sites from a content-first approach easier than getting the design. Okay, let me tell you. I prefer to know the content, EPHS, and here's why. If I know there's a load of stuff for the services or a load of stuff for the contact or the homepage or whatever, or the about, the team section, there might be 50 people. That is going to influence how I design. Think of it like a car. Are you going to design the car without knowing how many people it fits? So if I say to you, this car should only have space for 2 people, is going to be different from a car where you must sit 9 people or 7. Can you see the difference? Your design is influenced by what it must do. So I prefer to know, well, what are you going to say? What are your images? What are you selling? Are you going to have appointments? Because if someone says, I want a website, and then later on they go, oh, I want an appointment system, that now changes your design and what you might have shown on the homepage, right? So I like to know the content, and then I do my scribble wireframe. Then you do my scribble wireframe, and then we go from there, okay? And then we go from there. Ganesh, any tips for a newbie website dev? Yes, there is. Here you go, Ganesh. I'm going to give you this, right? Just wait a minute, Ganesh. I'm going to give you something. But don't worry, it won't hurt. Okay, what I'm going to give you. Let me just get it for you. Hold on. Hold on. The trouble when I'm live and I'm trying to get one of my YouTube links, right, is that it's a little bit slow when I try to do that because it impacts on the YouTube algorithm. Not the algorithm, how quick it generates it. Hold on a minute. I've just got to get you this video. Here we go. Right, here we go. Right, so Ganesh, here you go. Did I type your name in right? Yep, Ganesh, that's the video you need, right? Web business. Let me just post it in again. There you go. Go watch that video. No, I'm not going to share it, Emmanuel. I'm not going to share it. I've kind of told you the bits and pieces of what they said, you know, but these people are all over LinkedIn. When they know you do web design or whatever, hey, we can help you out with SEO. We can help you out with promoting your YouTube channel. We can help you get monetized. One of them approached me and said, we can help you get 1,000 subscribers. I was like, have you even seen my channel? And they were like, no. I went, go and have a look at my flipping channel before you start saying you're going to help me do that. Right? And then I pretend, I go, oh, really? Wow. How much would that be? They go, we'll do it for $1,000. And I'm like this to them, right? I need to create a photo of myself doing this and just reply to them with that, right? Next time. Yeah, what Pete says there, practice, right? Play around. The only way you're going to improve is if you play around. No, Jaywalk, do you know what, Jaywalk? You make a good point there, right? I shouldn't throw you in the trash can. But the thing is, Jaywalk, I don't like the way you approached it, all right? I don't like the way you approached it. And I have a right to say that, okay? If you're going to come on here and say that I am like, not doing it properly because you don't like it, quite frankly, piss off and go elsewhere, all right? Piss off, go elsewhere, all right? I don't really care about you. That's the way I roll, mate. That's the way I roll. And if I want to kick you off, I will kick you off, all right? Because the comment you made, in my opinion, you know, you're saying, oh, you build it the way Elementor do it. If that's the way I methodically do it, it's the way I do it. And what I will always say to everyone is, if like, you know, there is a better way of doing it, go and watch their videos or talk to them. Because I bet you won't get the amount of support I give out there. Because that's the way I roll, okay? But yeah, that's the way I roll. So it's not that I take things to heart, but sometimes I think, now I'm going to lay it out on the table here now, okay? I'm going to lay it out on the table, and don't forget to hit like. We've got 35 people watching, but we are not getting as many likes. Seriously, you got to hit the likes. So I'm going to put this out on the table now. The amount of abuse I have received since we started doing YouTube videos is off the scale. I don't just get them on YouTube sometimes or in comments. There's a load of comments I delete straight away on YouTube because they are really negative towards me. Not just in the way I do tutorials, but some of them are the way I look. I'm telling you, they happen and I report them. I get emails. I get direct messages, I get notifications, and what I keep, because look, let me tell you something, okay? Let me be really honest here. I don't like every video I see out there about Elementor or bricks or AI or Transformers or Marvel or Star Wars or anything. I don't. But do you know something I don't do? I don't leave a comment. Let me make a point here. By the way, Paul, if you're watching, this is not aimed at you, but I'm going to use you as an example. Let's say, hey Sergio, let's say Paul from WP Tuts put out a video and I didn't like it. I didn't like the title, the content, whatever. I didn't like it. Do you know what I would do? I wouldn't put a comment. I wouldn't say, oh, this was rubbish. This was a waste of time. This wasn't good. Oh, this was too basic. Oh, this is an expert. You call yourself an expert. I wouldn't do that. That's the difference. But there's a lot of people that do that. A lot. Not just to me, but to loads of people. They do it to Paul, they do it to Jeffrey, they do it to Dave, they do it loads of people. And I often sit there going, wow, you're tough. You're really like, is that the best you can offer? And if you can do better, go and do better. So my advice always to everyone is, it's not, unless someone says something really malicious. So let's say right now, someone did a video, right? Someone did a video right now, and they said that certain people should be eliminated in the world. If someone was to say right now, let me make a real broad statement here, okay? Everyone living in America should be eliminated. Let's just say someone did a really nasty video like that. Everyone in America should be eliminated. I probably would go and put a comment to go, whoa, that is rude. That is aggressive. That is rude. Don't say that. That's different. But if someone is doing a video to promote bricks or how to use bricks or even how to I don't know, use Canva, and you don't like it, what you do is just let it go. Just let it go. Just leave it. Let it go. Right? Just let it go. But I do. It used to get to me a lot. Sometimes I would be like, why am I even bothering with this? You might have noticed I'm not very active on the Elemental global community as much as I used to be. I put in a few comments yesterday, but I'm not that active anymore. Mainly because I used to get a lot of grief on that, the Elemental Facebook group, from a lot of people who just felt like I was monopolizing. And I was like, but if I've got to reply to 20 people today to help them out, if you don't like it, why don't you reply to them then? Rather than saying, oh, it's Imran again, why don't you give them the solution to their problem? But hey, that is life. But hey, 2023 is let's be more happier people. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right, John. Yeah. And where it's constructive criticism, and I take it on board, I go, yeah, you know what? You're right about that. But for me, it's a bit like, I just didn't like what Jaywalk said there. I didn't like that because I felt like he doesn't like it that I'm going from Elemental to bricks and almost rebuilding the way I do. And it's like, look, so what? If it gets the job done and your page speed score is still rocking and your website is working and it's responding and responsive, who cares? Look, we've been live for 1 hour 22. I'm gonna give you all my dedicated 2-minute warning. Hey Gary, thank you for the stuff you emailed, by the way. I will have a better look at them. And I'm gonna have a think about the fixed image kind of approach for a background and try and pull together a website and try and do something like that. But you take care, Gary. If you've not hit like, please hit like because it's massively important for the YouTube algorithm. Here's why. I do not make any money when you hit like, but the more likes we get, the higher the chance that YouTube will share our videos to across YouTube. So there's a higher chance that other people might come and watch our videos. That's literally all it is. Yeah, you are right, Samir, when people fight over tools. And I'm a bit like, look, it doesn't matter what tool you use. As long as the tool is enough to get what you need done, who cares, right? Who cares? It reminds me of, when you were young, do you remember, or even now, and, you and your friends, you're getting your first car and all of that, and then one of your friends might buy, let's just say, I'm trying to think of when I was young, okay, they might have got like a Fiat Punto, right? And everyone used to laugh at them. Oh, look, they got a Fiat Punto. We're going back to now like the 2000, year 2000, right? Oh, look at them. They got a Fiat Punto. Oh my God. Oh, Fiat Punto. And I would often say, but why is that your problem? They got a car. It does what they need to do, right? It does what, oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Maddie, yeah. Maddie, if you're still here, Maddie, what about 20 minutes time? 20 minutes time, Maddie, yeah? I'll send you a link, and do you want to chat in 20 minutes? Would that be good for you, Maddie? 20 minutes. I'll see you in 20 minutes, Maddie, okay? All right, everyone, look, take care. I'm going to let you go, okay? I'm going to say goodbye now. I've got to go and have a meeting with Maddie, and I've also got to go and jump on the bike as well. Yeah, do you know what? I've been thinking that. Ask me anything. Maybe I need to go with something a bit more... if anyone's got any ideas, drop them in the comments. Drop them in the comments right now. If you've got any ideas for changing the title from Ask Me Anything into maybe something else. I'm open to ideas. Bye, Jason. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Take care, Tarkangas.